and centre skiing. That is Ben Lui, the absolute jewel of the Southern Highlands, one of my favourite Munros, if not my favourite Munro. And then on the right hand side you've got the gold mine Corbett, as I like to call it. Put the name up on screen just now. Still to be up that, but I'm sure I'll get up it soon and get cracking views across to Ben Lui. I've just entered the shade now, out of the sun. So I'm going to increase the pace so I don't get too cold. I did take my jacket off because I was heating up, but whew, when you're not in that sun, it is brisk. That's me just passing the gate to Melodia, the gold mine, Corbett. And I'm just passing through the farm at the minute. If anyone's watched my video from December of 2024, I was actually cycling into Ben Lui from Dalragan. I can tell you I'm missing the bike right now. I've been going for about 55 minutes, just under 5 kilometres. And we've still got maybe about 2 or 3 kilometres to go. So yeah, do miss the bike, however. It has been lovely, lovely. Looks like it's going to be an absolutely cracking day. Back in the sun, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it's so nice. It's so warm. I'm fairly close now to the Ben. I've passed through the last of the gates. I'm just coming up to the wee burn where I actually filmed the first ever Busby Outdoors video. So I'll be there maybe in about 5 minutes. I'll bring you back then. I've just stopped here to get my micro spikes on because I'm really slip sliding all over the place at the minute. Just stopped here at the wee burn. Gonna grab a wee bite of water and a bit to eat before we start the big climb up into the quarry of Ben Lui. For those that remember or have been here since the beginning, this is where we camped with Robin and Charles for the very first Busby Outdoors video. So it's great to be back, and this is also one of my favourite places. I mean, look at this, it's unbelievable. Bit of wind up there, you can see the snow getting taken off the leftmost peak a wee bit. Look at this folks, this is well cool. Hidden burn. Some kind person has broken trail this morning because this would be an absolute slog. The snow's really quite deep at this point. That's the quarry just coming up ahead, and my route is going to be Central Gully up the middle if the conditions are right. Stopping here for a bit. I've made it up just below the quarry. Quarry's up there. I was just speaking to a guy there and he said he turned back because it got a wee bit icy for him at the top. We didn't have crampons, so we might be in luck to use crampons. Could get a peanut butter bar and then continue on, but it's a slog because it's really powdery at this point in time. It is gorgeous. As I was looking up to the face of Ben Lui, you've got Central Gully there, which is kind of the most obvious line. That's what we're going to go and scout out. So picturesque. Now let me flip you around and show you where we're heading up. The wee contour there, up around to the peak there. So I'm going to get the crampons out and the axes. Got the crampons on, got an axe out. Still going to have one pole. Let us walk in. Just thought I'd check in, show you where I am. We're about halfway up the slope. Oh, it's so hard going. Just stopping to take appreciation of the views behind me, however. And then keep pushing up. Oh, probably bring you back at the next wee rock face. I'm at a wee ledge here. I'm absolutely gassed. The views, just, they allow you to take breaks. They make you turn around and stop for a minute and ponder and make you feel so small and appreciate the scale of the place. But yeah, I'll show you the ledge. So yeah, I'm on this wee ledge here. There's my footprints coming up. There's crispy bits and then there was not so crispy bits. But I'm up here, got my axes, and the gully continues round there. Right folks, I could not show you much of that climb. What I can show you is where I topped out though. Over here, here I go. I don't want to go too close, but there's like the route that I took. Whew, that was tough going. I mean, that was tough going. My calves were in absolute agony. I seized a couple of times, but we made it. The summit of Ben Lui is just over there, and look at these views. Just gonna head over to the summit now. My glasses are full of ice, so I'm gonna clean them up first, go over the summit and get some food. Looking down to Ben Lomond there, Loch Lomond. Over there in the centre is Ben Eam. In the very far distance you can see the Arran Hills. Over there then Ben Buddy. If we turn around this way you've got Ben Starav, there's Loch Etive. The Black Mounts. Over then you've got Bidian. And there's Ben Nevis way in the distance. Followed by Anach Vig. Way over the Rannoch Hills, and over to Ben Doraine, and then over to Ben Lors, and then Ben Moons to Binion. Have you climbed it? This is terrific. 10 out of 10 people, 10 out of 10. That wee line there, as you can see, I climbed up the back of that, I went round the back. Actually I'm holding my phone really tight, it's really windy. So I climbed round the back of that, yeah. What a route. We've got a travesty. So I brought a dehydrated meal and I've got my stove in there, but I forgot a spoon, so I'm not going to be able to eat it. So it looks like I'm just on nuts, chocolate, raisins. Yeah, that's pretty much my diet for today. Not the best. And I've managed to crack my camera lens again, so I don't know, I keep doing that. I keep having my phone in my pocket while I'm climbing, it's not a good tactic. So yeah, I'm a wee bit disappointed, but oh well. Massive dinner. It is Pancake Tuesday, so we'll get a load of pancakes later. That's me donned another layer. I've packed up all my gear, had a wee bit of food. It's getting a wee bit cold. Booked the bus home, so I'm going to head down the ridge, which is like the usual route to come up, and I'll show you that kind of way. But it's just been so nice, lovely. I've sat here for about half an hour just watching the views, looking south. It's can't be days like this. There's where I topped out of my route just there. It was down there. You can see all my footprints coming up. All the way up there and then round. Oh, that was a good route. Snow could have been better, could have been more compact, but it was good. ice underneath, which I got some really good ice axe placements to make sure I was nice and secure, which was the main thing. This is the point I'm probably going to have to put the camera away. Just got to this wee bit, I'm going to down climb here, and then just walk along the ridge, back down to the wee plateau bit. Bye bye sun. Hello shade. So here I'm back overlooking the quarry. I started there, I came up to the first rocks, that's where I probably got both axes out. Then I went up in between those two sets of rocks, all the way up, and then went my way with the best route all the way to the top. I think it was a variation of Central Gully. I knew Central Gully was more to my left when I was on it, but there's a lot of wind slab on that bit, so I stuck more to the right, and then end up having to do some mixed moves, which I know Central Gully doesn't have because it's grade 1, which spiced things up a wee bit, but it was good fun. But yeah, don't know if you can hear that wind, it's proper biting. I'll just drop back down into the quarry. There's where I came, because I just ran down it pretty much. It was good nice snow, so it's not hard on the knees and you're not going to slip either. So let's head back down. I've just stopped again to just look at my route. It's like, look at that. There's that wee gully there in the centre of your screen, and then I came out of it and went up onto the right hand side. And then where I topped out was in between the two knobbles on the right hand side of your screen. I went up like a really tight gully there and then across to the summit. I just went to extend my poles there and I can't, they're frozen solid and I can't get them undone to adjust them to the height that I need it. So they're just going to have to stay, and I'm going to have to hope I don't trip. We're about to lose the Ben, heading round the road back towards the farm. That was a good point to say, like, Ben Lui is my favourite Munro. I'd appreciate if people drop down in the comments what their favourite Munro is and why. Ben Lui, for me, however, I've had so many memories on it. It was the first Munro that I got my proper wake-up call to how conditions in the Scottish hills are completely different in winter than they are in summer. When unfortunately one of my mates' micro spikes came loose on terrain we shouldn't have been on with micro spikes, and he went flying down the hill, and it was a lovely inversion day, and he went flying through the clouds, and yeah, we got a heart attack, but luckily he was alright. And then I've also came in here for camps and had multiple other successful summits of the hill and glorious days. So I suppose it's got a lot of stories behind it for me, and that's why it makes it an amazing hill. But you also get this alpine feeling I don't get from any other hills, where the big walk in and it's so big from so far away, and then you get into the quarry and it's just a sense of grandeur. But yeah, let me know down below, but that's why Ben Lui is one of my favourite hills. It's me just back at the farm. I've seen a lot of mine vehicles coming in and up into the mine, and I can hear the machinery drilling in the distance. I've not heard any explosions, but I heard the drilling. It's very much an active gold mine. Final view of the Ben before I head back into the forest. Right folks, I have just crossed back over the platform there, heading back into Tyndrum. I've not filmed much going through the forest. as I met a lady and I've been talking to her the entire way back from the gate which leads to the gold mine path. She was actually on my bus this morning. I picked up her scarf because she dropped it in, so I've been chatting away to her. It's been a lovely conversation. Great end to a very good day. Anyway, I'm going to head back down in Tyndrum. I'm going to Transmarm. It's only 4 o'clock and I booked the half 5 bus. There's a bus coming at 5, so I'm going to Transmarm, try and get on that. I'm going to head down, see if I can't get myself a cup of tea and a bite to eat before this bus comes. If I don't pick up the camera again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Like it if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always folks, happy climbs to Binion. See you in the next one.